Hello students, welcome to 6th lecture of S block elements. So today we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of alkaline earth metals. So these metals are less reactive than the alkali metals and the reactivity of these elements increases on going down to the group. Now these metals are less reactive than alkali metals. Simple reason is they have completely filled s orbital. So because of fully filled s orbital they gain extra stability and that's why they are less reactive. So first, reactivity towards the air and water. Beryllium and magnesium are kinetically inert to oxygen and water because of their formation of an oxide film on their surface. So magnesium is quite reactive metal and the combustion reaction of magnesium is comparatively vigorous. It combusts with a bright colored light. But normally it burns with a bright colored light, but normally it takes time to start combustion reaction because of formation of stable oxide layer. So first we need to scratch the surface of the metal and then we can put it on the flame so that it can ignite. And as soon as it ignites, it gives spontaneous reaction and loses comparatively good amount of energy. And same case is applicable with beryllium. So powdered beryllium burns brilliantly on the ignition in the air to give BeO and Be3N2. Magnesium is more electropositive and burns with dazzling brilliance in the air to give MgO and Mg3N2. So here is an example. This is the dazzling bright color of magnesium burning. Calcium, strontium and barium are readily attacked by air to form oxide and nitride. They also react with water with increasing vigor even in cold to form hydroxides. So that means these metals, as mentioned, they are less reactive than alkali metals, but still they are quite reactive. Okay? They are less reactive, but it doesn't mean they are noble or very less reactive. But comparatively, they are less reactive or they gives less vigorous reaction than the alkali metals. Now reactivity towards the halogen, all the alkaline earth metal combines with the halogen at elevated temperatures forming their halides. Simple reaction, all of them gives +2 oxide, so they will combine with two halides. M plus X2 forms MX2 where X is equal to fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. Thermal decomposition of NH4 twice BeF4 is the best route for preparation of BeF2 and BeCl2 is conveniently made from the oxide. So simple reaction BeO plus carbon plus Cl2 it gives BeCl2 and carbon monoxide. Reactivity towards the hydrogen. All of the elements except beryllium combines with the hydrogen upon heating to form their hydrates MH2. However, BeH2 can be prepared by the reaction of BeCl2 with LiAlH4. Now LiAlH4 is one of the strongest reducing agent. So we can use it to reduce certain compounds which are normally not possible. So BeCl2 with lithium aluminum hydride it gives BeH2, LiCl and AlCl3. With acid, these metals gives hydrogen gas and chlorides or respective metal compound. So alkaline earth metal readily react with acid liberating dihydrogen. Then reducing nature. So as we know these metals are comparatively reactive and because of their reactivity they can act as good reducing agent because these metals are going to oxidize itself and that's why they will lose the electron and other compound have to accept those electrons and that's why they will be reduced. Like alkali metals, the alkaline earth metals are strong reducing agents and this indicates by large negative values of their reduction potential mentioned in table 10.2. However, their reducing power is less than those of their corresponding alkali metals and simple reason they are less reactive than the alkali metals, that's why they are less stronger reducing agent but still they are quite strong reducing agent. Beryllium has less negative value compared to the other alkaline earth metals. However, its reducing nature is due to the large hydrogen energy associated with the small size of Be2 plus ion and relatively large value of the atomization enthalpy of the metal. Solution in ammonia. Like alkali metal, alkaline earth metal dissolves in liquid ammonia to give deep blue black solution forming ammoniated ions. So this is the simple reaction just like the previous case. Metal plus NH3 gives metal ammonia complex and ammoniated electron. And now this ammoniated electron gives blue color just like the previous case. So color of this solution is actually because of ammoniated electron, that means ENH3Y. Now last point for these metals, it is uses, and then we will discuss about general characteristics in next lecture. So beryllium is used in the manufacturing of alloys. Copper beryllium alloy are used in the preparation of high strength springs. Metallic beryllium is used for making windows of X-ray tubes. Magnesium forms alloy with aluminium, zinc, manganese, and tin, etc. Magnesium aluminium alloy being light in mass are used in aircraft construction. So aluminium is comparatively lightweight metal with comparatively stronger nature. So alloy gives extra strength to them. So we use this type of mixture or mixed metal. Magnesium powder and ribbon is used in the flash powders and bulbs. As we already observed, it gives comparatively bright colors during the combustion. So incendiary bombs and signals, and also used in incendiary bombs and signals. A suspension of magnesium hydroxide in water called milk of magnesia is used as antacid in medicine. Magnesium carbonate antacid, that means it will used for curing acidities. Magnesium carbonate is an ingredient to toothpaste. Calcium is used in the extraction of metal from oxides which are difficult to reduce with carbon. Carbon is used as reducing agent for many metals. Although carbon at normal temperature do not act as reducing agent for the metals, because as we know carbon is more electronegative. So when we use carbon with metal, metal usually behaves as reducing agent because metals will oxidize and it will reduce the carbon. But at higher temperature, reducing nature of carbon increases, and at higher temperature it will reduce the metals which are usually not reduced by carbon. But certain metal even at the higher temperature are not able we are not able to reduce them, and that's why these type of other options we have. So as mentioned, calcium is used in the extraction of metal from oxides which are difficult to reduce with carbon. Calcium and barium metals owing to their reactivity towards the oxygen and nitrogen at elevated temperatures have often been used to remove air from the vacuum tubes. That means air molecules are majority a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen. So if we have certain compound which strongly react with these type of molecules, then we can remove from the our environment or inside the box to get good vacuum. Radium salts are used in radiotherapy, for example, in the treatment of cancer. So these are the uses of these second group members.